This is the Kawabui Show. Kawabui is an author, international speaker, and entrepreneur. He started his first business selling music CDs in high school at the age of 16. He then went on and built several businesses. He is the founder of River Design, a marketing company that helps businesses get more exposure online and offline. He has appeared on TV, radio, newspaper, and magazines from around the world. He has written and published several books and created various products. Kawabui is also an international speaker, corporate trainer, and speaks on topics of business, entrepreneurship, motivation, health, marketing, and online business. You could check out his blog site at www.kowa-bui.com. And now, your host, Mr. Kawabui.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and in this episode, I would like to share with you an old interview that I did with a good friend of mine. His name is Christopher Lee Angeles, and this was actually recorded on, I think it was about 2012. This is when I was actually building one of my biggest websites, which was Secrets Entrepreneur. So I started building this website, I think it was in November. I woke up at like just 1 a.m. in the morning, and I just had this idea to create this website all about entrepreneurship. And then at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I just started pumping out content, and about 8 months later, it was just generating all this traffic and passive income. And I got a lot of exposure from that one. I got a lot of opportunities in writing blog posts and also be featured in a lot of shows. Hence, this interview is also part of what was gathered from exposure from that blog. So there was a lot of different things that occurred during that year. So I'd just like to share with you this interview that happened in 2012. Also, I'd like to say that in this interview, this was recorded over Skype. So as you know, Skype interviews isn't the most reliable connection. Sorry, Skype. And if you're using, slow internet, it's going to get really choppy. So the original version of this interview was super choppy. So I had to really go in and edit the thing like crazy. And yeah, so you might notice that there's a few choppy bits and pieces, and the flow of it is a bit off. So I had to somehow just edit this thing and just make it somehow flow and give you the best content as possible. So I'm trying my best to give you my best information. Also, the interview is about the psychology of self-development. So this is all about improving yourself, personal development, and overcoming a lot of challenges. I hope you enjoy this episode. Thanks.
This is Christopher Lee Angeles. By the way, guys, I'm doing an interview with Kowa in the psychology of self-improvement, and Kowa will share to us how he got a little bit around with this stuff, and now he's really earning serious money from his blog. So what he will share to us today is how he overcome those obstacles pertaining to what he's doing right now. So Kowa, hi there. Good morning.
Hi. Morning. Thanks for having me on the interview.
Oh yeah, my pleasure. So Kowa, at the present,
Sure.
how does things goes as of now with you?
Well, at the moment, I've been doing lots of TV shows and radio shows as well, but I'm also earning some income online as well, and
wow, awesome,
it
awesome,
seems to be booming as well, and I think we'll be talking about that on the show today. I think so.
So this is now your forte as of now. This is now what makes most of your activities.
I've been online for several years. I've been writing ebooks. I'm also an author as well, so I love writing. So I also publish my books as well, and I love blogging. So I write lots of blogs and everything. And then so I'm also earning income from there. But then all these opportunities start away. Everyone wants to interview me as well, so it's pretty cool.
So Kowa, tell me something. How did you start? A brief story about yourself. How did you start in this industry?
Well, about 6 years ago, I was employed and I was working for a software development company. So I was a programmer. Even though I was earning okay money, I wasn't really happy with that place, because I thought to myself, well, I don't want to be spending my entire life here, working in a job that I don't really like. That's when I started my first business. So I quit that job and I started my first business in web design, and I started designing websites for my clients as well. And that's when I started learning a lot about internet marketing. I started reading lots of books on personal development, sales, marketing, business, everything I can get my hands on. Yeah, then I just started trying out lots of things, including blogging. And
Really?
yeah, so just recently I launched a new blog site in a different niche. This blog site, I launched it in March or February this year, and I was in Cebu at the time. It was just an idea that I had about, I think it was about like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock
In the morning.
I just woke up and I was like, okay, cool, this is another idea, let's try it out, you know. So I always have these ideas, and so then I woke up and then I bought the domain name, bought the hosting, and I set up the blog site. And I think about 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning, the site went live. And that was about 8 months ago. With that little idea that I had about 1 o'clock in the morning, currently you're earning passive income from that one. So every time when someone goes to my website, if they click the ads, I earn income. I also have my ebooks there, so they can also buy my ebooks. I'm also selling ebooks through that website as well. I'm also getting lots of invitations to write in other blogs as well. So people want me to
Be a guest writer.
Yeah, like a guest writer. And through the blog site, a lot of people, you know, seen what I do as well, and they also invite me to do.
Yeah,
those.
sounds fun, really fun, man. So, tell me, Koa, who did influence you in doing this stuff? Did someone influence you to go into the blogging?
His name is Steve Pavlina,
Oh,
and yeah, he's been blogging for I think about 10 years or something. And I remember I was reading his blog article about 6 or 7 years ago. I just really like the way he writes as well. He writes every day, and sometimes he writes 4 articles a day. But he's tend to have grown his blog site pretty substantially. He gets like thousands and thousands and thousands of visitors every day. And what I really like about him is that he's really passionate about what he's doing and what he's teaching as well. And I really like that.
yeah. Okay, Koa, you mean you mentioned the word passion. So how this thing, the word passion, influence what you're doing right now?
I believe that passion is incredibly important with whatever you're doing, because if you're not passionate in doing it, then you're not really going to go that far. Because take for example, try and think of like something that you don't love to do, or something that
Yeah,
you don't really like.
really.
Try starting a business and that, you're not going to get very far, right?
Really. So, passion is something like a fuel that drives you from what you are doing, even if you don't have any resources.
Challenges and obstacles, it's just inevitable. You're going to come
Yeah,
across
correct.
it no matter what. And with passion, it's going to get you through it. So if you love what you do, then any problem that comes your way, you're just going to overcome it, because it's just, you know, it's just something that is just in the way, and you're just going to either climb over it, go around it,
Correct.
go under it, smash it, whatever it is.
So, Koa, tell me something. How do you encourage yourself if you're having personal difficulties or struggle?
What I do is I read lots of inspirational articles,
Oh,
I read books. One book I really like reading is about Richard Branson. You know, he started so many companies, he's failed in a few companies. I also watch inspirational videos as well. You know, I like going on YouTube, look up inspirational stuff. Some of my inspirational videos I like watching is, I don't know whether you might have seen Al Pacino's inspirational speak.
yeah,
That's really
I heard
good.
of it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and there's also the guy with no limbs, the man with no limbs.
Yeah,
Um,
who,
yeah,
the person who
really
has
good-
no limbs. Yeah, he's really a very challenging guy. He's really full of encouragement aura.
yeah. That's a really inspiring one. So
So, you mean if you are having difficulties in yourself, what you are doing is reading inspirational book, you're watching a movie, and listening to some audio motivational topic. That's what you're doing personally. If you are having a personal difficulty, so how do you apply these things?
So what I do is I have like a list of skills. I remember what Brian Tracy once told me. He said that success is like a ladder, and each
Yeah.
step is like a skill, right?
Mhm.
So if you can master a particular skill, the more skills that you can master, the higher the level of success that you can go. So what I do is I write down a list of all the skills that I want to master,
Wow.
and I buy books, I attend courses and attend seminars, and I just keep learning as much as I can, and I try and master that one skill. And
Uh-huh.
once I feel that I've mastered it, then I move on to another skill and another skill and another one, and I just keep
So-
trying to focus on getting better and better and better.
Yeah, okay. That's cool, Koa. It really inspires me as a beginner, because as of now I'm really getting out of my comfort zone, and this time sometimes when I'm doing stuff, it's really crazy because sometimes the emotional aspect is already involved. So how do you relate, Koa, in the emotional aspect of in doing your business? I mean the
Yep.
emotional, personal choice.
One thing I found is that fear is pretty much like a state of mind, right? So let's say that you fear starting a business. You know, business is really risky. You're gonna lose money. People laugh at you. All this stuff.
That's true.
It's all in your head, really. The thing is, you really need to build courage. You know, that's one thing that I can recommend. Just try and train yourself to just build courage, to rise above all that stuff, and just do it anyway. And the more courageous you are, the more problems that you can tackle, and that's how you pretty much overcome it.
So it's just the I think the key word for it is having a little bit faith on yourself, on what you're going to do.
And one thing I found is that amazing things tend to happen when you're outside the comfort zone. You have to try and make a habit of doing the things that scares you. You know, you got to try and keep pushing the comfort zone. You got to keep trying to expand it as well. The more that you play outside the comfort zone, the better your life can get, because you tend to achieve a lot more things, and it's really exciting once you play outside the comfort zone.
So, Koa, what is your personal habit in order to acquire skills and be an overcomer?
In terms of productivity, what I do is every Sunday I plan out my entire week.
Really?
I figure out what's my high priority task, like what's the biggest thing that will make the biggest difference in my life. So once I figure out what that is, then that becomes my goal for the next week. And in terms of every day before I go to sleep, I have a list of things that I want to do the next day. You know, I write a list of all the things I want to do the next day as well. I also use the 80-20 rule as well. So it's always fun about the little things that makes the biggest difference, right? I do that. And and I also follow the compound effect by Darren Hardy. Hardy, he released a book called Compound Effect. It just talks about having a singular goal that you work towards it every single day, and eventually you'll achieve it. So that's pretty much what I do in terms of productivity as well. So yeah, I also take lots and lots of action. That's how I learn.
I think the real key is taking a lot of massive action, if you can, before the end of the day.
That's true. To me, failure really isn't failure. It's just a result. If you do something and something doesn't work, then it's really just a result. It's not really failure. So do that. I'm just not going to do that.
So Koa, last but not the least, to sum up our interview, what would you like to impart to people in remembering you as a legacy?
Just remind yourself that one day you're going to die. Once you accept this, then you tend to make more smarter decisions. You won't take on projects that's not really ideal. If you've always dreamed about writing a book, starting a business, or traveling and seeing Italy or seeing America, whatever it is, you tend to go towards that. And also go for your dreams. Just ignore everything else, just go for your dreams and never give up. So that's pretty much.
Well, Koa, that's really amazing. So to sum up with it, if you have something to do it immediately as possible, because as you have said, we have only one life to live, and you cannot tell whether you will die tomorrow or today.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
True.
That's a very cool statement. Well, guys, as you have heard, Koa, thank you so much for imparting your golden nuggets and your experience. So, Koa, if there is anything you would like to plug in about your incoming activities, so that our listener can actually follow your activities, if you have any events, feel free to say it right now to our listeners.
Well, people can keep in touch with what I'm doing on my Facebook, so you can add me on Facebook. Just type in The Kwabui, so it's THE, and then it's KHOA dash, it's KHOA, and then it's BUI, so just type in The Kwabui in Facebook and you'll find me. And you can also email me at kwa, so it's KHOA@kwa-bui.com. At the moment, I'm about to launch my own TV show, so I'm going to be doing that in December.
Yeah, what's the title of your TV show, Koa? Did you come up with the title?
I'm still putting together the title, but I'm going to be interviewing lots of successful entrepreneurs.
Wow,
cool. It's going to be pretty interesting, and got a few events
I
coming
think we'll
up.
be seeing each other. We'll be seeing each other on the platform of that TV show.
Definitely.
Yeah, that way, because we have already finished our own title as well.
Good stuff.
So we're going to see each other, and we're also going to interview you on live on our TV show as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna start in December.
This month. this coming month?
This month. So,
Oh.
I've got an event coming up in December 1. I'm teaching cash flow mastery, so I'm
Yeah.
helping people manage the cash flow, increase it, and just all the other stuff that I've learned as well. And when I finish that workshop, then I'm gonna sit down and fully work on my TV show as
Yeah,
well.
I think I'll be attending your that December 1 activity together with Jerome as well. So I'm going to see you there.
Yeah, excellent. So I'll see you there, man.
Yeah, man. So guys, I have to end up now our interview. Thank you so much, Kowa, for gracing this little opportunity, and hopefully we will cross our path again with more serious activities and probably more money income. And my prayer goes with you, Kowa.
Thank you very much.
More health,
Thanks for the opportunity.
more abundance, and protection as you go along the way, and more wisdom and more heartfelt connection with people who has the desire to help themselves. So guys, I would like to end my interview with Kowa. So any parting words, Kowa, before?
The only thing I like to say is just go for your dreams. You know, forget everything else. Just go for your dreams. That's it.
Okay, Kowa. Thank you, and good day,
Thank you very
and
much.
thank you so much. Bye bye, Kowa.
Thank you. Bye.